Hello, I am Tony Duke. Welcome to my multimedia presentation on obsolete and emerging technologies. Although not completely obsolete, the smartboard or interactive whiteboard created by Smart Technologies is a technology now rarely used in my district that was emerging or emergent technology when it was purchased and implemented into classrooms a few years ago. As the following video that you will see demonstrates, the ability of teachers to engage students as they interact with the technology while learning was a huge positive when this technology appeared on the scene in most schools a few years ago. Teachers were able to demonstrate problem solving and share knowledge with the whole group of students. Current Century 21's expectations have moved towards a more student-led style of learning. As you will see in the video, the sage on the stage presentation style of most teachers places the teacher in front of the class to control the touchscreen presentation. This is one huge reason why this technology is becoming obsolete. With new 21st century expectations of Common Core standards, it has become necessary for our students to move about the classroom and interact directly with technology to solve problems and create their own learning. Although several teachers still request the interactive whiteboard, they are now becoming obsolete in our district because of the high cost, which is the primary reason, followed by high installation cost when a board has to be moved from classroom to classroom, the high cost of manpower required to move those boards, and the requirement to have another piece of equipment in order to be operable, namely an expensive projector. The lack of training provided for teachers was yet another barrier to its successful implementation and therefore its gradual demise. With the iPad and Apple TV combo projector, students and teacher can control the display, alternating and sharing control of the display around the room. Each individual with an iPad in their possession can present to the remaining group, creating a much more flexible opportunity for everyone to actively participate in the learning process. This emerged technology can improve productivity for more than one aspect of an organization. For example, not only in the classrooms can it be used, but in offices, conference rooms, and libraries to provide an interactive screen for conducting meetings, for presentation of trainings, etc., and it is easy for everyone to access, as every full-time employee in our district was issued a MacBook Pro, a Mac Air, or an iPad this year. And many schools have iPad carts for student use. These are the primary reasons this new technology is desired in our organization. We want to integrate technology into classrooms so that our students are able to be exposed to and become comfortable with all types of technologies to be competitive in the 21st century. This tetrad that you see here of the interactive whiteboard describes the 4 phases of McLuhan's tetrad and how the emerged technology enhances the obsolete technology. The smartboard replaced classrooms presentations such as chalkboards, dry erase boards, movie projectors with motion picture, and rekindles the way that those objects were used in the classroom. Please review my interview with a 4th and 5th grade principal regarding the obsolete technology and the new Apple iPad projector technology implementation here. I've provided the entire podcast and a 2-minute video clip of the interview. I just wanted to show you a clip of the video so that you can watch it later in its entirety or listen to the podcast.
6 classes.
I'm so glad you agreed to do this conductive interview. Thank you for allowing me to do this. And we're going to talk a little bit about past and future technologies in Yukon Public Schools. Okay, I'll get straight to the point. At what point during your tenure did you find today's case? So that is just a snippet of my interview with Also, see here is my interview in an extra normal movie format regarding an obsolete technology.
During your tenure with Yukon Public Schools were interactive whiteboards from now on, referred to as smartboards, frequently purchased and most used.
Through a RFP process, the committee chose the new 800 series smartboard for implementation in the new high school.
What was the implementation plan?
The implementation of smartboards is based on site-level needs.
I see. How many were purchased?
There are over 300 smartboards installed across the district.
What was the approximate cost of each smartboard, including installation?
On average, a turnkey smartboard solution is approximately $4,000. The current solution we recommend over a smartboard is the LED projector Apple TV iPad model. It allows for more interactivity at the student level in any learning spaces as proposed to the teacher level tied to the front of the classroom and is about 50% cheaper than the typical smartboard solution.
Are teachers happy with the newer technology for the most part?
More importantly, students are happy with the newer technology. After teachers get over their perceived fear of using the newer technology and how pedagogically it can be used with their curriculum, they are also happy.
What is the installation cost?
Approximately $2,700.
Thank you very much, Jason, for providing so much information and for helping me with this interview.
Actually, that was my full interview that I conducted. Well, that was a clip. The full interview is located in the document that will accompany my final project. Thornburg's definitions of the 6 prominent forces that drive new technologies are instilled throughout this course. I never thought I would enjoy watching science fiction, but I feel quite futuristic after being exposed to the knowledge I've acquired while completing this course. The evolutionary technologies theory suggests that new technology is a growth of a previous one, an improvement, somewhat, of what already exists. The technological force, rhymes of history, could possibly explain the reason my obsolete technology originally emerged as a new technology. The smartboard's emergence, as it replaced the way teachers used to present information to students in a teacher-led classroom, using chalkboards, dry erase boards, and overhead projectors, and provided more technological ways to improve student engagement. Rhymes of History could go on to explain the reason the newer Apple Combo technology was able to replace the smartboard. It's a newer and improved technology that can create visual projection capability for anyone with an iPad in hand, and prevents the need to move heavy smartboard equipment around to accomplish this task. If I had to select just one of the 6 forces that drove the obsolescence of my old tech choice and created the new tech choice, this theory would have to be the one. Scott Anthony, the president at InnoSight, defines an innovation that is simple, affordable, convenient, accessible, and that changes the game, a disruptive innovation. A disruptive innovation doesn't necessarily rely on technological breakthroughs. There just seemingly appears out of nowhere a new way of doing something. This could explain why the smartboard is being replaced by a newer, different, more accessible breakthrough, the Apple TV projector combo, which could be categorized as a disruptive technology. The science fiction explanation for why new technology surfaced would not be an explanation for why smartboards are being phased out by the Apple iPad projector combination. Thornburg describes that technology which is already ahead of the competition and gets further ahead, and that which has lost advantage to lose even further advantage in the market as increasing returns. Two technologies move to the head of the line because of fierce competition between the two of them only. An example of this might be the case of Apple iPhone and Samsung Galaxy 3 smartphones. Each newer iPhone model presents just a few additional capabilities than the last model, but competitors are fighting for their market share. Both make just enough change with each new model to keep us running back to grab the latest and greatest model. Neither my obsolete nor my new technology can be explained using either of these forces. They are not sharing the same limelight, as one is gradually replacing the other. I speculate that this new technology is the current latest and greatest, and that something more powerful and impactful will come and replace it, as it has replaced so many other classroom projection capabilities. I believe the next step in K-12 education will be the full allowance of personal devices to access schools' internet in a full bring-your-own-device atmosphere, and students will literally surf the internet with their own personal smartphones or tablets as a class rule, not as a side activity to gain knowledge. But smartphones or tablets will be required for every student to access the learning environment. This newly speculated technology should not end up in the supply closet any time in the next few years unless a much improved version surfaces by Apple. I'm sure that Apple, or a fierce competitor, will come up with new and improved generation of this combo that will knock education techs off our feet and make us feel that it is necessary for students to succeed in the classrooms. I suspect that by the time I have grandkids, my kids are 5 and 11, Apple will be on version 20 plus of a similar outstanding gadget. Thank you for participating in this presentation.